Welcome to Soul Care. Hopefully, a time to find peace within you for your daily living. During this pandemic, the Washington Post reports that 40% of Americans are struggling with at least one mental health problem. It might be depression or anxiety, substance abuse, or suicidal thoughts. And young adults are struggling even more. 75% are having a hard time. 1 in 4 young adults ages 18 to 24 has had suicidal thoughts in the past 30 days. Suicide has always been a risk, but now this fall, as we approach the holiday season in a pandemic, the risk has at least doubled. Because this is such an important topic, I want to highlight for you some facts about suicide. These come from Western Michigan University's Suicide Prevention Program. First, suicide is preventable. Most suicidal individuals desperately want to live. They just are unable to see alternatives to their problems. Most suicidal individuals give definite warnings of their suicidal intentions, but others are either unaware of the significance of these warnings or they do not know how to respond to them. Talking about suicide does not cause someone to be suicidal. Suicide occurs across all age, economic, social, racial, and ethnic boundaries. Suicidal behavior is complex and not a response to one problem that a person is having. Some risk factors vary with age, gender, or ethnic group, and it may occur in combination or change over time. Surviving members of a family not only suffer the trauma of losing a loved one to suicide, they may themselves be at higher risk for suicide and emotional problems. Some of you know that my son Eric died by suicide in the year 2001. It was one day before 9/11. Eric had a mental illness. We believe it was paranoid schizophrenia. We don't know whether he took his life because he didn't see a way out of his illness or whether the illness itself caused disorganized and psychotic thinking. Either way, he was desperate. The times we are living in now feel desperate to so many people. If a person already suffers from a mental illness or addiction, the stress of COVID-19 and the very real consequences of losing a job or losing a dwelling place or a relationship may put a person over the top. With healthcare not readily available and mental health services all online, a person could feel very alone. I hope if any of you are struggling to find a purpose to go on living, I hope that you will reach out to a minister or rabbi or counselor or hotline. The suicide prevention hotline is 800-273-8255. And you can find resources at the website suicidepreventionlifeline.org. There is help. There's always a way to manage life if you're willing to get help. There is always a way. Most of us have had moments, or maybe even months, when we've been very down. The holidays can be depressing if you are without family or you cannot be together with your family. I hope you'll do what you can to find peace within you this holiday time. I believe each person has a spark of God inside. You've been given life and so many blessings. You are in relationship with God all the time. Even if your other relationships are gone or suffering, God is still with you. And if you have other relationships, whether in your home or at a distance, these relationships matter to the other people. Those people are counting on you. You matter. You are loved, and you have love to give. Remember, the psalmist says, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" The Bible is full of the phrase, "Do not be afraid." The angel told Mary when she learned that she would have a child, "Do not be afraid." And the angel told the shepherds in Bethlehem, "Do not be afraid." We seem to need to be reminded. God is with us, and we do not need to be afraid. Whatever comes, we will be able to manage it with God's help. If you are feeling tense or afraid of the future right now, I invite you to breathe with me. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in a sense of peace and breathe out all anxiety. Breathe in and breathe out. Think of peace as you breathe in, and think of all that is not peaceful as you breathe out. And then just keep a rhythm going, thinking of peace. I'd like to share with you a poem, a prayer actually, by Teresa of Avila, the 16th century mystic. This is called Peace Within. May today there be peace within. May you trust God that you are exactly where you are meant to be. May you not forget the infinite possibilities that are born of faith. May you use those gifts that you have received and pass on the love that has been given to you. May you be content knowing that you are a child of God. Let this presence settle into your bones and allow your soul the freedom to sing, dance, praise, and love. It is there for each of us. May you find the peace within, and may it be well with your soul.